Guys, we'll see what are the pending topics. One is destination net. Zone based we already did. It's done. Multi-layer is also done. Site-to-site VPN is pending. Bridge mode is pending. Identity awareness and cluster Excel. Okay. These are the 5 topics which are pending currently. Okay. So I'll today start with identity awareness. Abhishek, had you created or I mean this bridge mode for as you completed, right? Topology. Had you integrated? Okay, installation is done, right? Okay. So today we'll try to complete these 2 topics, guys. The remaining 3 topics we'll see in our upcoming days. Okay. Okay, let me start now. Okay. So here we first of all will look into identity awareness. What is identity awareness? Using captive portal will be doing. Okay. Identity awareness is where you use username and password to authenticate yourself before you get access to any resources. Right now, if this PC is getting access to your resources, to your network, then this PC IP will be counted as a source IP. In your auditing, if you check who is accessing, you'll tell me 10.11.11.1 is accessing. But that 10.11.11.1 IP can be from DHCP. Correct. If I have a DHCP network here, if I have a DHCP server here, for example, if you leave a network, if other guy connects, possibility he can receive same IP from DHCP. So who was the actual guy accessing your data? How would you know that? First guy will say I didn't do, second guy will say I didn't do. So how will you catch the actual culprit who was actually utilizing your data? So here I don't want such type of calculations. What I want, whoever is connecting my network, either wireless or a wired, connect through username and the password. So whenever you are connected to a network through wired or wireless, one web page should appear. That web page is called captive portal. In every firewalls, we have captive portal. In every next generation firewalls, not in ASA or other firewalls. Every firewalls we have captive portal option. Captive portal is nothing but it's a web page that is used for authentication before you get connected to a network. That's basically captive portal. Okay. Now I'll use a captive portal to authenticate a user before it gets access to any resources in my network. So let's say I'll say anyone getting access to a DMG should get authenticated. Everyone should not get access to DMG server. That's my requirement. Oh, what happened here? Host name DMZ, interface Z0 by 1, no shirt, to show running section HTTP. Let me see if a HTTP is enabled. Okay, let me make it a HTTP server. IP HTTP server. IP HTTP authentication using local database. Username admin with the privilege 50 and password Cisco. That's it. I'll check do so IP route. I have a default route. I'll ping my gateway. Might be policy is there or not, I'm not sure. Not able to ping, that means there isn't a policy that will allow host to communicate my firewall gateway. I'll take a CLI access of the firewall. Admin, admin 123. I'll try to ping 192.168.60.3. I'm able to ping. It's communicating. So let me go to PC and ping my DMG server. We'll see if we have a policy, I'll be able to ping. If not, then we'll try to create test 123. I'll try to ping 192.168.60.3 reachable. I'm able to reach. Let me test HTTPS access. It means we have a policy between LAN to DMZ. HTTP :192.168.60.3 admin Cisco. Got access to DMZ. It didn't prompt me for any authentication. The reason is simple. We didn't apply any authentication here, so it was able to access directly. Now let us create authentication. So I'll open a smart console. After a long time, I'm doing this. There are multiple steps that you have to pay attention here. Sometimes I watch my own video to check these steps. Because like Palo Alto checkpoint classes are not happening, right? It takes 3 months, 4 months after they are scheduling it. Admin 123. So I have recorded all my videos with everything. I'll just go through once. Okay. Again, I see there are some license issue coming now. Let's see if it works. Okay. This time again, I'll give a responsibility to one of you guys. For bridge mode, right? For this, there are few topics that are required. Identity based, currently it will be required on same, and destination NAT. These two are required in the same topology. Okay. So here I'll go to Smart Console. You see here, identity awareness blade is not enabled. So right click on the checkpoint firewall one, go to edit, enable identity awareness blade. Identity awareness. Once you click on this blade, it will pop up some informations. Are we going to integrate Active Directory? No. Terminal server? No. I'm going with browser-based authentication. So I'll select this option. Next. I'm currently not integrating with any Azure or any other authentication. So I don't wish to configure Azure Active Directory as of now. Say next. This is the prompt that it will be taking access. Say next. Now here go to edit, and I want it to be accessible through all the interfaces, not through one particular interface. It should be accessible through all the interfaces. Say next and say finish. Okay. So once this is done, go to network management, not network, sorry. Come to identity awareness. Do you see this identity awareness? Right. Come to this tab. And here browser-based authentication, this is how it will be connecting. That's what you check here. Identity sharing, if you click on this, come to user check. In a user check, I'm not using certificate as of now. Okay. So portal is accessible only through the interface. You can go to edit. I can make it all through interface, through all the interfaces. Okay. Back to identity awareness. I can go to web browser settings here. In a settings, there are multiple other options. You can go to name and username password. Don't click on unregistered guests. So we'll only go with the registered guests. Ask for agreement. If you click on edit here, it will ask you. You can put your agreement, whatever it is, like welcome to NH, something you can put here. Adjust portal setting for a specific users. No, I'm not doing it. So I'll just go for OK. And there are some access settings. If you want, you can manage it. I'll leave it with the default. Say OK. Now, after doing all this stuff, I'll come to policies, security policies. Now, here you guys can see. Wait, let it come. There is a new option here, right? Go to new option, go to more, and here you see user identity is there. So let us go to user and create one user. I'll give username. Let's say anything. Hari. Hari@gmail.com. It is asking for authentication group. I can add an authentication group. Okay, let me just create user right now. Wait, under the users, I created Hari, right? I'll go to edit. I'll go to authentication and I'll define checkpoint password. I'll set a password here as admin, anything, capital A, small p, @ 1 2 3 4 5. capital A, small p at the rate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I give a password, say OK. Password has been set now. Again, go to new, again, go to more, create one user identity group because I might have hundreds of users, right? So I can't manage one by one user. I can put that user in group, tech group. Inside this, I'll add a user, Hari, and say, okay. Now this group has to be assigned with some role. Now come here. Now you go to identity. You see here there is access role. This is the access role profile, right? So I'll specify any network. If you want to specify any particular network, you can do it here. Users, any users, let it be. So this is my uh, user access role. Like here, you can add a specific subnet if you want. I have a LAN subnet, right? This is my LAN subnet. I can select it like this. Users, let it be any. Or if you want to be very specific with any group or anything, then you can add this group. But I want for every user. So select it any users here. So this is now created. So what I created is role, right? Right now, what did I create? It's a access role. Now here I have LAN to DMZ source. This is name. This is LAN to DMZ subnet. I'll remove this and here I'll add. This is my user role, right? I'll add this user role in a source. This user role contains subnet, user group, or users, whatever it is, destination DMZ subnet, and under the accept, if you come here, if you click here, okay, do you see the option enable captive portal here in action? How did I bring this? Come here and go to more informations. In a more information with the action accept, you have option of enable identity captive portal option. So click on this. So this is how it looks. Two major things. Here what we did modification. Oh wait, sorry. This wasn't the policy. Policy was the second one. This is the rule, right? First, source you should put a user role access. And second, when you go to accept, go to more action. And here you have to enable identity. This is not as simple like other firewalls. In FortiGate firewall, it is easiest way. And in Palo Alto firewall, it is little more easy. But here it is little complicated. Okay, once these all are done, then click on install, publish and install. I want on a checkpoint firewall one. It says blade has a blade that has an expired content or contract. Let's say I'm trying to push it, install policy. Hopefully it works. Almost. Let's see the details why our installation failed. It says there is only an interface defined for object CP2. At least one or more interface must be configured. Okay. And application control blade, this. Okay. Guys, I'll do one thing. This CP2, I don't want this one. CP2 is already done. I don't want this CP2. On CP2 also, oh, it is used in a policy, CP2 policy. Let me go to policies. What is CP2 policy that has? Okay, here it is. Manage policy. I'm removing CP2 firewall as of now. I'm not using in CP2 firewall. We know we have only one interface. We don't have more than that. I'll go to manage policy and layers. CP2, I'll delete it. Now I'll go to CP2 firewall and try to remove it. CP2 firewall has been removed. Now let me try to install the policy. The blades will be deactivated. Okay, that is also a problem only. Let me try to remove application blade and all, extra blades and all. Let me remove it. Application control, I don't want. Monitoring, let it be. I'm trying to install it. If it succeeds, it's okay. If not, then that will be a problem again. Hopefully it happens. Okay, it's done. Now I'll go to LAN PC. I'll change the IP address because the current IP I already accessed, it is already cached. I'll make it .6 or .7 something. Now I'll go to a browser and try to browse. I'll say http colon double slash 192.168. Now you see it got redirected to this IP. Okay. Say proceed and see it is prompting you for authentication. I'll give username Hari, password capital A, small p at the rate 12345 and say login. I read the agreement, whatever agreement you have given. You could write your own agreement. Okay, in that blank place, you could write your own agreement. Username admin, password Cisco, and I got user-based authentication and I got access to a server. So the first authentication was for the user. Second authentication was for server. Because server also we had applied authentication, right? First of all, you are getting authentication to connect your network. After connecting a network, when you visit gmail.com, Gmail also asks you for password, right? Username password. So this is what DMG access right now I got. That was username and password of a server, not the checkpoint. Checkpoint password, username password has been already done. Let us see, does it show the logs here? This is having problem from beginning, I believe. Okay, this smart console itself is having problem. We have to reinstall the smart console. Anyone done this practical at your home? In NH lab only if you have done, then again you might be using same smart console, right? Okay, guys, here in all logs we can see. I'll double click on it. Who was the user accessing your network? Hari. He accessed service port number 80, right, to get an access, right? So, destination IP. No, no, this is not the actual log, guys. No, because here it is showing this IP, but it got translated to this IP. We haven't applied translation. It reached to this destination. This is not the actual log. We tried accessing from LAN to DMZ, right? You see lots of traffics are generated on name of Hari. So Hari, unnecessary traffics are also. So basically, based on DNS, multiple traffics will keep generating. Can you see here? It went to this particular destination with the name of Hari. Now, what Hari is doing, I can see all his activities. Hari can't say now that, hey, I'm not doing it. I can see all his activities, and based on the username, all the activities are happening here. Okay. This was user-based authentication, guys. All of you, am I clear with user-based authentication? See, right now you saw multiple traffics getting generated, right? The reason was we have one more policy here, LAN to WAN policy. LAN to WAN policy, I haven't applied authentication. So this is free to go internal to external. So when user went from LAN to DMZ, it prompted for authentication, but it didn't prompt for authentication while going. I mean, after the user authentication, it was also allowed to go internal to external, right? So even this rule was getting triggered, and we could see Google or other countries' traffic. Especially, we applied authentication for DMZ. This was my concern. If this guy wants to visit a DMZ, he has to authenticate himself, not prompted authentication for internal to external. So user was having an access from internal to external. So user was getting translated to public IP and was getting access to internet as well. So LAN to WAN, I didn't do any restrictions. I had restrictions LAN to DMZ. And when I tried accessing DMZ, definitely it prompted me for authentication. So this is overall story. Okay, this is done now. Guys, tomorrow, before I start the class, I want you to wipe out. See this CP2, no need to configure. CP2, stop it, no need to configure. SMS and this checkpoint firewall with same IPs. You have to, I mean, you have to wipe out and you have to reconfigure. You have to integrate and you have to configure interfaces and make a connectivity with the respective devices. This much task you have to do. Who'll be doing? Tomorrow I want. Yes? Okay. Okay, your friend will be doing this. No need to modify anything in our topology. User authentication using captive portal is done, guys. We completed 11 number task. Now I'm going to show you bridge mode or a transparent mode. Bridge mode. Last time I had given this task to one of your friend and he has completed the task. I didn't want it to waste time to configure all this IP, configure same thing what we have already done 10 times. Let me just start all these devices. Meanwhile, I'll explain you guys a theoretical part. Do you guys have any idea what is bridge mode? Tell me. After hub, you're going in a different direction. Right. I'll tell you few terms commonly used. Layer 2 firewall, transparent firewall. Layer 2 firewall is a common name. Transparent firewall basically used in Cisco devices. When I say Palo Alto or FortiGate, we call it as a virtual wire. In checkpoint firewall, we call it as a bridge. Understood? So this bridge mode is not the bridge that you are talking about. Bridge device that will help you to connect within your local area network. Okay, it's not about that bridge device I'm talking about. It's not about a hub, it's not about switch. Yeah, it's somewhere related to switch. How does a switch work as a layer 2 device to make a connectivity within a local area network, right? Same thing you have to pay attention here as well. But why did this situation come? Why this situation came here? that we had to configure firewall into a layer 2 mode or a bridge mode. That we have to understand. Assume I had a network. In a network, I had a router. Understood? Router as a gateway which is connected to a internet. Now this guy was every day accessing to a internet through router itself. Now problem was I needed some control in a traffic. I wanted some application control, URL control, user-based authentication, or so many things, whatever so far we have gone through, application, sub-application, we wanted all those controls here. But was that possible with the router? No, not possible because router does not have that feature itself. But another problem was on this firewall, first of all, it was used for gateway. Second, it was used for dynamic routing protocols like BGP, right? EIGRP, etc. was used, internal and external. Second, VPN was configured, translation was configured, some ACL was configured, and so many stuff was configured on this router. So it was, very difficult, not little difficult. It was very difficult to replace the router with some other device. So what I planned is let this router be as it is in a network. Don't disturb this router. Don't replace the gateway. Let this PC have a same gateway IP 10.11 dot. Just a minute. Here your friend has kept two different subnets. Here are given a single subnet. Here are given a different subnet. If I do like this, it means this firewall has to work as a layer 3 firewall, not as a layer 2, not possible as a layer 2. If I do it in this way, it means my PC gateway will become this guy, not this IP. And this IP is from 172.16. So this deployment itself is wrong. Understood. Assume, right now, assume we don't have this part. We don't have this firewall part as of now. Okay. Our subnet that I have between my PC and my gateway is 10.11.11.10 and my gateway IP is dot 10. And I don't want this gateway to change. I mean, any layer 3 should not change. Any changes should not happen at layer 3. If I deploy this firewall as a layer 3, it means between PC and firewall, there will be a different subnet. And between firewall to gateway, I have to deploy different subnet. But that does not meet my requirement, right? My requirement is layer 3 changes should not happen. So I planned my firewall to deploy it as a layer 2 firewall. Layer 2 means what? If you introduced one more switch in a network here, do you think you have to make modifications in a network? Do you have to change any IP? I don't. Same way, I want one firewall. I connected two interfaces to a switch. I took one firewall, two interfaces connected to a switch, data interfaces, and these two data interfaces should not act as a layer 3 interface. It should act as a layer 2 interface. What I'll do is I'll bridge these two interfaces. This is what I'm talking about, bridging these two interfaces. See, common sense comes from your bridging technology itself. Whatever the previous bridging was, it was to bridge two interfaces to send the traffic without any gateway and all. Same concept comes here as well. But traffic has to go like this and it has to reach destination. Understood? Traffic will hit your one interface, and that interface should pass that traffic to the other interface. And this will happen only when your interfaces are bridged. Understood? This interface of my switch will be in a different VLAN, and this interface will be in a different VLAN. So in a same VLAN, it will communicate, it will have a tag of VLAN 10. So when it will enter here, VLAN tag will be removed, and then traffic will go from one interface to other interface, and it will enter into a different VLANs. So that's how I'll do a segregation of traffic. Segregation of traffic will do that way, but the role of these two interfaces will still remain L2, not L3. So I don't need any IP addresses here, not required. Okay. So overall, moral of the story is firewall interfaces will act as a layer 2, no IP addresses required, and I'll communicate between these two IPs. I mean, between LAN and gateway IP, I'll communicate through the firewall. My traffic has to pass through firewall, and I'll take a decision on the firewall, what to filter, application, whatever it is. First responsibility is to make traffic to pass through firewall. And how will we do that? First of all, imagine I don't have this section. Forget about this firewall as of now. I have three devices only in a network. I have PC, switch, and a router. Let's make a connectivity with them. Guys, did you understand a requirement? All of you, did you understand?
Sir,
Right?
without changing our topology, we are implementing layer 7 inspection device, correct?
Correct. Instead
It's
of topology, you say topology, but include one more keyword. Without changing any layer 3 address in our network, we are deploying a firewall into an existing network. These keywords, right? Not
okay.
changing layer 3 address, deploying firewall in an existing network. These words will matter. So I want you guys to use these words when you explain about layer 2 firewalls or a bridge mode.
Sir, is this same like NGIPS?
Same thing I'm saying, right? What
Yes,
is
yes,
NGIPS? NGIPS is also layer 2 technology, but does inspection till layer 7.
yes.
Deployment mode is layer 2. Deployment mode is layer 3, but
Okay.
does not mean that it can't do inspection till layer 7. These are
Uh,
next generation devices. If you want your firewall to do routing, then deploy it as a L3. If you want your firewall to work as a layer 2, then deploy it as a layer 2. It does not mean that firewall properties will change. Don't get confused with the layers, right? Deployment of firewall will be layer 2, but it can do filtering up to layer 7.
7.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll go to firewall. I'll log in here. Test 1, 2, 3. ncpa.cpl. Here I'll give some IP 10.11.11.5 or something. Subnet mask 24. Gateway 10.11.11.10. Say OK. I'll go to router. I'll take console access of switch. Guys, on a switch, notice. So IP interface brief. All interfaces are up. So interface status. All interfaces are in a VLAN 1, native VLAN. Okay, I'll go to a router now. Host name, gateway, interface G0 by 0, IP address 10.11.11.10, mask of 24, and say no shirt, exit, IP route towards not required. Any route here, not required. Now let me go to this PC, this firewall and ping PC 10.11.11.5. I gave IP. Am I able to ping? Yes. Go to LAN PC and ping your gateway 10.11.11.10. Working. In between, this switch is, I mean, these all interfaces are connected in a same native VLAN. I just checked and told you, right? These all interfaces are connected in a same native VLAN. Now let's say I connected firewall in a network. I haven't configured this firewall in a bridge mode or anything. Or let's say I configured in a bridge mode still. When this PC will connect to this gateway, will it go to firewall this interface and then come to switch and then go to a router? Will it communicate like this? If all interfaces are in a native VLAN, do you think that packet will go to a firewall? Just thinking like I connected firewall interfaces, my packet will go to a firewall. Will that happen? It won't happen. Reason?
It will broadcast
Unicast
about.
communication. For the first time, it will do broadcasting. Rest all unicast communication, right? So why will switch behave like dummy hub? It's not a hub, right? It's a switch, intelligent device. So it will go with the ARP that has been resolved in the cache and it will communicate directly with each other. Why will they broadcast? It's not a hub, right? If it would be hub also, still packet would go through firewall, but packet would go directly through one port to other port, right? So the first target is I have to decide how I can divert my traffic to firewall. So what I decided is I decided to have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. I decided to have two VLANs. So here you can see this interface ETH1 is connected where G0 by 0 interface of the switch and PC connected at G0 by 2 interface. So I'll go to a switch, go to configure terminal. First of all, create VLANs, VLAN 10 and 20, created two VLANs. Now I'll go to interface range G0 by 2 and G0 by 0. These two interfaces, one interface of the firewall, another interface of the client. I'll say switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. And I'll say interface range G0 by 1 and G0 by 3, gateway and the other firewall interface G0 by 1 and G0 by 3, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 20. Hmm. So interface status I see her VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. All, all good. Now they are in a different broadcast domains, two different VLANs. So definitely LAN will not be able to, I mean, switch, sorry, what I'm saying. PC won't be able to connect with the router, or a router won't be able to connect to a PC. Check out. Fine, not connecting. So now see how path will go. When I'll initiate a traffic from here, my traffic will go to a switch VLAN 10. And in a VLAN 10, it will find this is also the interface. Packet will go to this VLAN and VLAN tag will be removed. So when packet enters, the other interface tag is removed, right? So packet will go to one interface and it will go to the other interface because both will be breached. So packet will reach to which VLAN now? 20, and from 20 it can directly reach to a interface. So if bridge is working, it means my packet is passing through firewall, and there you can take any actions. Now time to see our smart console. Admin 123. You have given same IPs, right? Pras? Proceed. Have you integrated firewall with SMS? Right. Now see here. See, till integrating firewall and all are some, I mean, everything's are same, nothing to do. Okay. Here in a smart console, we are not deciding that interface will act as a bridge mode or what. Okay. Main decision will be taken where? In a Gaia portal. Okay. So first of all, IP address of management is 253. Let me come here. Say HTTP S253. Go to Gaia portal of your firewall. You given 253 only, right? By mistake, did you deploy a policy? Just 1 minute, please. Mm, did you deploy a rule with action deny? By mistake also. Yes, he hasn't deployed. The reason, if it would be deployed, I would not get a HTTPS access. Okay. All right. So right now, I'm trying to get HTTPS access to 253. I'm not getting access. Why? Let's get an access to a checkpoint console.
Stealth rule is not there.
Sorry?
Stealth rule is not there. That's why. Yeah.
That is fine. We haven't deployed any policy. By default, at least, HTTPS access is there, right? Admin 123. I guess he might have given different IP. So interface ETH0. Oh, he has given 253 only. What is wrong now? But that time it was working, you were saying. Let me add one stealth rule. Let this be in a drop itself. At the top, let me create one stealth rule. I'll add a subnet management 150, sorry, 105.0.0.0, subnet mask 24, and I'll put this as a destination as well for any services action except tracking on. And let me install this policy now. Hopefully this policy gets deployed. Done. Now let me try pinging, because now we gave a stealth rule, right? So this will allow to ping as well. 105.0.0.253. Yep, 254. I got the access. Username admin, password admin123. Now this is where we have to take action. Okay. Unlock your GUI. Go to interfaces. Here you have add. Add what? Bridge mode. Click on bridge. And here you see which interfaces you want to bridge. I'll select E1 interface and E2 interfaces. I'll add inside a bridge. Give any bridge group name. Sorry, number. You can add any comment. Okay. Bridge mode. Here you can configure any IP as well. Okay. For management purpose or some other purpose. Right now, I'm not giving it. And I just gave this to to E2 interface. E2 has IP configured and the other therefore can't be breached. Okay, is it? Oh, he configured LAN and WAN interface actually. Okay, so here this LAN and WAN interface is not required. What we'll do, we'll uncheck this. Let it be in a automatic mode. And E2 interface also. This wasn't required. Understood. So, oh, still showing this IP. Let me remove it. Let this interface be enabled and label name given as a LAN interface. And here E2 also, let me enable it and let it be as a WAN interface. Just writing a comment, guys. It is not acting as a LAN and WAN, just given a comment. Two interfaces shows up here. Now I'll go to add. I'll go to bridge mode. I'll say bridge mode. Add these two interfaces and give some number as a bridge number, group number. Okay, both should be in use for IP address mode like this. Now let me try. Now you see bridge mode got added here. Here I added a bridge mode, right? And it's done. Now after bridging this, I'll come to my firewall, go to gateways. Inside a gateway, I'll go to my go to my firewall CP1. I'll click on network management and see earlier these were the interfaces like this. I'll say get interfaces without topology. Now it has imported these two interfaces with unidentified, these two interfaces over here. I'll create a policy now. I'll give a policy like LAN to WAN. My source subnet, I'll make it as LAN subnet. Or if you want host to host communication, you can do that as well. Like host to host communication, LAN PC, IP address 10.11.11.5 to destination gateway IP 10.11.11.10. Okay. Any services allowing between these two hosts except anytime. Okay, before I deploy, once again, I want to confirm from PC to gateway, I'm not able to ping. I've done bridging, created a policy, installing it. Install it. Policy deployed. Now let's go to our PC and ping. You're able to ping. This is working. Now, since bridge has been created, now you communicate, and now here whatever you want to apply, like service-based filtering. So if you want to apply service-based filtering, you apply application-based filtering. You know how to do application-based filtering. You have to enable blade, apply that blade to policy, then apply filtering whatever you want. So this is how you basically control the traffic by using a bridge mode. So hereafter, whatever previous technologies we have understood, you can implement it and apply. Guys, all of you, am I clear with bridge mode? Bridge mode done? Okay. So today we completed two topics. Guys, tomorrow we'll see destination NAT. Please fix that issue. And we'll see identity is done, bridge is done. Now we have destination, site to site, and cluster. Guys, we'll also try to do site to site VPN. Now, take a note. You have to create one topology as well. Take two firewalls, right? And in between, take one ISP, take two firewalls, and take one SMS. From firewall to ISP and ISP to firewall, there should be connectivity. This will be E2 interface. Here will be E1 interface connected, E1 interface connected, and both the sides will have a PC. PC here, PC here. And from here, one interface will be connected via management cloud. And understand, on this firewall also take a management cloud. Take two management clouds and connect this interface here. This will be E1 interface. Sorry, E0. This will be E0 interface and E0 interface. 251 IP, 252 IP, and here 253 or 254, whatever you want. You can put it from which subnet? 105.0.0.0/24. This is your CP1, CP2. This is your SMS. This is ISP. Okay. So your task will be here you'll put 10.11.11.0/24 subnet. Here you'll put .5 IP and here you'll put .10 IP. Okay. And between CP1 to ISP 1.1.1.0/24 subnet. Here you'll have .10 IP, .2. Similarly, here you'll have subnet 2.2.2.0/24, .2 IP, and here .10 IP. On the other side, you'll have 10.12.12.0/24 subnet. Here you'll take .5 IP. Here you'll take .10 IP. This much configuration you have to do. And you have to integrate this checkpoint firewall both with SMS. Abhishek, this task is for you. Okay, except Abhishek, anyone else wants to take this? Online, anyone? Offline?
Sir, I can try.
I don't want try. You have to do it.
Sir,
Yes?
I can. Yes, I'll do it, sir.
Okay, fine then. Abhishek, let her do then. And after you'll be doing, Fayaz will be doing a previous task. And this one she is doing. Okay. So lab for side-to-side VPN will be ready. Tomorrow, if we complete this two, destination and this side-to-side VPN, then only one topic will be pending, that is cluster Excel day after tomorrow. Done. So checkpoint firewall. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Take a
Sir,
picture with. Sorry.
I have a question. Yeah, I shared the picture in the group. Sir, I have a question regarding what is, sir, may I know what is SIC in the checkpoint firewall?
SIC. SIC is nothing but secure. It's a secure uh,
Internal communication.
internal communication. Correct.
In which
SIC key.
scenario SIC will come in picture, sir?
Now, if you don't know this thing, it means you haven't done any lab.
No, sir. Currently, we are configuring the gateway as well as the SMS in same location, right?
Okay, wait. Fayaz, you tell me what is SIC key? SIC, SIC key. C. Correct. Kushbu, you tell me what is SIC key?
Sir, while configuring, we have to give that initial configuration.
In other way, what do we call it? OTP, one-time password. It's a key that is used for it is used for one time while integrating your firewall with SMS. That is called SIC, SIC.
Okay. Not. I think that if it is SMS and gateway both are in different geographical location, in that time SIC comes in picture. Not like that, right?
No, no. See,
Okay.
understand what I'm saying. Let firewall be at any place, let gateway be at any place. I don't care about it. When you are integrating your firewall with SMS, then SIC key is required.
Oh, okay.
It's a kind of OTP, one-time password that you'll use to integrate with, while integrating firewall with your SMS. That time it is required.
Okay, sir. Okay. I think if it is different locations, it comes in picture. Not like that. No. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Not like
Clear.
that. Okay, see you guys.